What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about Munna Duke. So if you are unfamiliar with Munna Duke is was an old Blockian, RP to Munna Duke and Youngin. But old Blockian, and he's not as infamous as some of the other old Blockians because he spent a lot of, I keep calling him old Blocky, that shit sound crazy, but that's what people call him. But just because he has spent a lot of time in and out of jail, but he still had a name for himself, and obviously he was one of the ones around King Von and stuff that we heard about. But like I said, Munna Duke and Youngin were shot and killed sadly outside a North Side Chicago bar. So RP to both of them, and one more was wounded. So it's been actually 2-3 weeks since it happened, so I am late on this, but it still hasn't been much details about it. I was hoping we would get more details about the case, but I will say what we do know so far is, one, a lot of people trying to say it was on 63rd. It wasn't on the actual 63rd bar, because if y'all know, the 63rd guys y'all talking about are on 62nd, 63rd, and St. Lawrence and Eberhard. So they're on the south side of the city. This was on the north side of the city in Edgewater. So it did happen to be a 6300 block, which is very telling. I'm not gonna say telling, but it's a very interesting, ironic for that happening. But what they say happened is, they were just enjoying a night out. Some guy, ski masked up, came in the bar, just looking around. I guess he spotted them, and when they went to leave, they were shot and killed. And that's really all the details that we have left. Now, I will say it's a lot of things to think about. Now I will say this. I'm gonna say this first because it kind of adds into that. But I will say I was watching a J-Man video about this, and he said it was a backdoor. I ain't gonna say it was a. Okay, yeah, I do think it was a backdoor. I would say it's a backdoor because it's a tad bit different. Like, you could say it was like the Duck situation where Duck basically, he got spotted. But the thing about where Duck was at, Duck was downtown somewhere that a lot of people would be. Now, they made a couple phone calls for somebody spotted Dirt to call old Block and shit. But I said Duck, I mean. But he was just in an area that it was possible he probably would have got seen anyway, because niggas be, a lot of Chicago niggas be down there, especially if they were trying to shop. But the fact that a nigga knowing you on a random bar on the other side of the city, like, not even no shit that just everybody will go to, is type crazy. Let's be honest. And then on top of that, motherfucker coming in ski mask and looking this area like, what kind of bar let niggas in ski mask? Now, I will say some bar security is not as, crazy on patting niggas down and shit. But the niggas who don't be crazy on patting niggas down and shit, they on alert about what the hell you got going on. Like, you might not be wearing shades to see. Like, they not gonna let you wear a ski mask in that motherfucker. So the security being lax enough where a nigga just walk in with a ski mask and walk out is a little crazy. Now, I'm not gonna say the motherfucker who was around the security and all that knew what was going on, but that is crazy as shit that they let that happen. But yeah, I definitely think somebody had to give out some information somewhere on this, because it just like, how would they know? Like, I mean, yeah, everybody has their day, yeah, but just how would they know? It's just so far away from where you are, and the timing of it is crazy. But RP to them both, and that's really all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok on the video, and we out.